Just now we have learned about some of the factors that causes your supply curve to shift, and they are mainly factors of your production, FOP. Alright, so just now there were some examples like labor, okay, rent, so on and so forth. Okay, so with regards to what we have covered earlier on, alright, about inputs, about resources, okay, so it is mainly revolving around your factor of production. So now let's examine one by one. Okay, so they are the non-price factor that will cause your supply curve to shift. Okay, number one, it is your input price. Okay, your input could be your labor. Okay, could be your land, could be your capital goods. And remember in the video, alright, if input price, let's say labor becomes more expensive, okay, this will hurt the profitability of producers and they will want to produce less. Okay, so let's use this as an example. Okay, remember when wages goes up, okay, it has nothing to do with the price of the product. Okay, it is price of labor that goes up. That's why this is a shift. Okay, and I'm going to go through with you how are you going to make sense out of this. Okay, this is your original supply curve. Okay, this is your original combination, price and output combination. So when labor actually becomes more expensive, number one, okay, your supply curve will shift to the left. Okay, so it simply means that at the same price, you will want to produce lesser. Okay, because you're going to employ lesser labor. Okay, your product price is the same, but because of higher wage costs, you're going to employ lesser labor and you are going to produce lesser goods at Q1. The other explanation would be at the same output Q0, okay, you will experience a higher cost at P1. Okay, so these two points are in fact the same. When you join them up, they will form the same supply curve. So it simply means if you want to continue to produce at the original output, you will have to incur a higher cost, higher price. Okay, and this is something that you don't want to. All right. So pay attention. Okay, this is mainly factor of production. Okay, and same thing. Okay, when you have innovation and technology, okay, what it simply means with technology, you can produce more at the same price. All right, so same thing, price, output. Okay, this is your supply curve. Okay, and this is your original price and output combination. So it simply tells you that you are able to produce more at the same price. Let's say you discover a groundbreaking technology to produce more iPhone, for example. Okay, you need lesser labor. Okay, you can use a more simple and more efficient way to produce more iPhone. You're able to produce more iPhone, okay, at the same price. And this is an outward shift in your supply curve. All right, and sometimes you'll encounter with context where there is natural disaster. Okay, and when there is natural disaster like flood and earthquake, this will affect your supply curve negatively. Okay, because at every given price, okay, you are going to produce lesser, right? Because with earthquake and flood, you are not able to produce at all, or you are not able to produce as much, and this is a non-price factor. Okay, and these two will lead your supply curve to shift to the left. And similarly, with good harvest, good weather for your harvest, okay, you are able to produce more crops at the same price. Okay, and this will lead your supply curve to shift to the right. Okay, and government policies, okay, this is very important. Okay, we will be extending these two topics, we'll be extending to these two topics in the next few lessons. Alright, so subsidies, alright, they are cash grants given to producers to lower their cost of production. Okay, and when you lower cost of production, your supply curve will shift to the right. Okay, and when you impose tax, okay, tax raises your cost of production. Okay, tax is what the government collects from the producers. Okay, when you raise tax, okay, you make producing more expensive. You raise the cost of borrowing. Sorry, your cost of production. Okay, your supply curve will shift to the left. Okay, don't be too worried. I will extend this to in the future lecture. Okay, so stay tuned for that. All right, so let's take a quick break. When we are back, we will be looking at market equilibrium and we'll be finishing up the demand and supply together.